All right, afternoon, everybody. I just want to check. Yes, it looks like we're live. Good. All righty, thank you for coming through. Friday, graveyard shift, hey? I'm glad you're all here today. We had a huge night last night. I think we've exhausted everybody completely, but I'm glad to have you with us here today, and I'm glad to have all of you who've tuned in live today with us as well. We're going to spend the next 40 minutes looking at DuePoint. That's why you're here today. To start with, let me just let you know that DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. You can find us on the JSE under Conduit Capital. We're first founded in 1952, so we're 66 years old this year. So we are not a startup, and this is not something new that you'll be listening to today. I want you to go away feeling confident that you are dealing with a homegrown South African company that has been in the industry for 7 decades now. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider. There's our FSP number if you want to look that up as well. The team here as well is real. We bring this slide up because it's become more and more apparent around South Africa these days that we've got these things that kind of fly in and fly out, and some of them are not even real, but they do take our money, and that is real. Well, here at DuePoint, we want you to know that all of our guys are real. You can find us here Monday through Saturday in these offices, which, as you can see, are quite real as well. And you will always be able to pick up the phone and give us a call as well. We are here to assist you in every way through the DuePoint process. This over here is me, Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive here, and I'll be chatting to you for the next 40 minutes about what we do here. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is it that we do at DuePoint? Well, we have 2 objectives at DuePoint, but our primary objective is to put into the hands of every South African a tool that they can use and control to create their own recurring and reliable income. Right now in South Africa, we do not have the luxury of that. If you're an employee, you will know that you do not have any control over your income. Somebody else tells you what you're going to earn, when you're going to earn it, how much increase you're going to get, what bonus you're going to get, and ultimately whether you are employed or not. You have no control over that. And at the same time, you live in an economy where you have no control over your expenditure either. Every single month, in one way or another, prices are rising in South Africa. We just had the VAT increase on the 1st of April. I'm assuming none of you got an increase in your salaries to cover the cost of the VAT increase. No, how disappointing. Something completely out of your control, but which has effectively made you poorer. Instantaneously, overnight, every South African was made poorer because now our income will buy us less. We have no control, and it is our hope that here at DuePoint we can put a tool in your hand that does give you control again. It's a tool that you will use to start bridging the gap between what you're earning at work and what you need to survive in this economy and in an environment where you can't control your expenditure. Our hope is that it will unplug you from the things that you've been using up until now to survive, like debt, for instance. You know debt well. Every part of your personal economics is surrounded by debt. It's the one thing we leave behind to our children when we die is our personal debt, and make them pay for cars they never drove, clothes they never wore. This is something that we want to unplug you from here at DuePoint, putting you back into financial control again. Our second objective at DuePoint is that we're opening the window into the financial services industry for the average South African again. We plug you in as customers to the heart of our business so that you can see, feel, and know what's happening in our business 24 hours a day. Right now, again, this is probably one of the most legislated industries in the country, and it means that the vast majority of South Africans cannot participate in the financial services industry, and we bring you in as part of our objective here at DuePoint. With these 2 objectives put together, we have created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you're given one task. It's not selling, it's not advertising, it's not advising. You're given the task of simply connecting individuals to us. And by connecting the people that you know to us, you give us greater and better market penetration, allowing us as DuePoint to get to people we would not ordinarily have got to through normal advertising, and be able to facilitate the purchase of our products. When we do that, obviously we create greater revenue for ourselves, and it's from this revenue that we're able to create that extra recurring income for you. Now, what's critical to understand is at DuePoint, the entire premise, the entire foundation of this business is built off of the back of you being able to create an income that is there reliably every month. So we don't sell things here. We don't sell goodies, things that you have to run to your friends and beg them to buy every month, because that doesn't create recurring income. In the month that you're selling, you have income. In the months when people are not buying or you can't sell, you have no income. This is not how we're going to create a long-term generational solution to the South African context. And so what we have created is a system built on financial services and lifestyle products that run on automatic debit order systems, which means that every month, no matter your circumstances, our debit orders run. Whether you're lying in hospital in a bed and can't do anything, whether you're lying on the beach on holiday, or you're overworked at work and can't do anything, our debit orders will raise. We just had the Easter weekend. Everyone was on Easter except our computer systems, which continued to raise the debit orders. Even while you were peeling open the Easter eggs, the debit orders were raising. And it means that you can start relying on the income that comes in. You can start budgeting it into your household economy. And this is the freedom that we are trying to create here. We then layer this system with your ability to leverage others into the building of income for you. Right now, as an employee, nobody's working with you. You're working by yourself to create your income. In the DuePoint system, you're able to create teams, we call them channels here, of individuals that can actually be growing your income every hour of the day. 24 hours a day, you can be increasing your income with the DuePoint system. Folks, this is not an employment opportunity. We're not employing people here. This is simply a tool that we place in your hands. You're completely independent of us. You will use the tool as and when you want to. That's it. This is no, we don't hold meetings here. We don't call you in. You're not becoming obliged to something. The tool is yours, but it's an input-output tool. Whatever you put in, it's going to put out. So if you put very little in, very little will come out. But if you put a lot in, it will create a greater wealth for you in our system. Now, you're able to become a wealth engineer at DuePoint without any financial risk. We have purpose-built this model to ensure that South Africans are not further robbed of their money, as we see it happening constantly with these things that blow in from offshore, take your money, and then blow out again. Here at DuePoint, there is no startup cost, no starter kit, no application form fees, no training fees, and no monthly admin, marketing, or sales fees. There is no cost for being a wealth engineer at DuePoint. By simply being a product owner of DuePoint, you are automatically a wealth engineer at no additional cost. And so today is not a financial risk decision for you. In addition, because you're not selling, because you're not intermediaries or brokers or advisors, everybody in South Africa can be a wealth engineer here. It does not require any specific experience or education. Guys, this puts everybody into the position where they're able to build an asset here at DuePoint. Because we create recurring income, you are now in a position to value your teams, and when you can value your teams, you can sell them. And when you pass away one day, your channel will be handed over to your children. And that means the income that you have built during your lifetime will now flow to your children during theirs. And they will have the opportunity to even further build the channel that you started with. And when they pass away, it'll be handed over to your grandchildren. This is the generational legacy that we are creating here. We do not think about today. We think about generations ahead as a 7-decade-old insurance company. We have built the system to be absolutely convenient for you. You do not need to concern yourself about all those things that you might once have been worried about. First of all, no selling. We contract you out of selling. You never have to sell another thing to another person again in the DuePoint system. You also don't need to present. Only Rob and I do the presentations here at DuePoint, and through our technology, we're in your pocket 24 hours a day anywhere in the country. You are never going to have to present again. And of course, there's no products. You don't have to drive around filling your car with products, come and get them from our storerooms, worry about them going off, trying desperately to move them to your friends. There's none of that here. This is a system of complete convenience for you, leaving you with one task, the task of connecting individuals to us. Now, you do that in one of 4 ways. The first way is you can go to our information counter and pick up our USB stick. It's 170 Rand. It means that if you've got a smart TV or a computer or a laptop, you plug it in, and there we are doing the presentation for you. The second way is if you live in Gauteng and you can come to our auditorium, Monday through Saturday, we do presentations here. night times, lunch times, mornings, whenever you're available, you come through and we'll do the presentation to you and your people. The third way, the most important way that we connect with you is through our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube, you search DuePoint, you'll find every presentation we have ever done on that channel. You can pick your favorite ones. Apparently I was excellent on Monday night, so you can go and pick that one. And you can pick your favorite ones, and it means that anywhere in the nation, any time of the day, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, whenever it is, Easter morning, you can click play and you are connecting individuals to us here at DuePoint. And then the last way of connecting people to us is every one of our presentations is broadcast live across the country, as is this one. And it means that if you're stuck at work or you're stuck somewhere else, at church, at home, even in a hospital, as long as you've got a screen and an internet connection, you push play and you're live in the room with us 6 days a week here at DuePoint. You never ever have to convince anybody. That is the work that we do at DuePoint. You simply connect them to us. Now, as you do that, some of the people you connect to us are going to catch the vision of what we're trying to create here. Not everybody, guys, not everybody. Some of the people. And when they do, they become wealth engineers. And when they become wealth engineers, we allocate them to you and your channel is born. Now, these folk go out, they do the same thing. They connect individuals to us, and some become wealth engineers, and again, we allocate them to you. And this process continues over and over time as you start to penetrate the South African economy for us. We then come along as DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel that you have now created for us, and your income is now born. But what's important to note is that this is not a pyramid scheme, it is not a Ponzi scheme, and it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. As a regulated and licensed insurance company, we are constantly under review and scrutiny by numerous regulators. About 8, in fact, that constantly review us. Now, this, unfortunately, is the get-rich-slow scheme that you've come to today. It is the genuine income and wealth creation system that we have built in South Africa, reviewed, audited, and signed off by the regulators of South Africa, which means it comes at a price. Now, generally, the price for things, as you see, these things that blow in from offshore, is your money. They stand at the door with a credit card machine, and they say you're going to have to put money in before you can join. Here at DuePoint, we don't ask for any of your money. It's not a financial risk. What we ask of is your time. Now, this is almost as great a cost as your money. Most people in South Africa are generally unwilling to give up of their time. Last night we had a bunch of people on stage, and one of the ladies said the biggest reason why people don't want to build their wealth in South Africa is because they're lazy. Sure, but is that true? Are we too lazy to pull ourselves out of poverty as individuals? It is a very sad situation. But with DuePoint, for those that put time and energy and thought into the tool, we're in a position to create a completely different wealth for them into their future. One that changes everything, and one that can be relied on month after month for your entire life. Now, having created channels for us, you put us in the position of starting the first mechanism here in our system, and that is our ability to facilitate the purchase of our products into your channel. The first one is our Access Wealth plan. It's 324 Rand a month, and for 324 Rand you get 2 independent products. The first one is your very own tax-free investment account. It is a no notice, no penalty fee account, which means that any monies you put into that account are immediately yours. They're yours. You can draw them out at any time. This is not an endowment fund. The second product that we give you is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover, which means that for 324 Rand a month, if you pass away, your beneficiaries get 120,000 Rand and the value of your investment. The second product that we have is our Wealth Guard product. It's 299 Rand a month, and for that you get 1.2 million Rands worth of personal accident cover, no matter your age, no matter your personal and physical circumstances, and without any waiting periods. After your first payment, you are under cover for 1.2 million Rand. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here our primary objective is to create wealth in the hands of South Africans. We want you to be able to build your businesses and your channels here as successfully as possible. And as a result, we do not include the cover for illness or natural causes in any of our products. Because if we did, half the people you brought here would not be able to be insured by us. They would have pre-existing conditions, they would work in risky jobs, they would be too old. Now, with all of our products at one price, anybody with any set of circumstances or age can be insured by us and be in your business creating wealth for you. Our third product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. For 299 Rand a month, you get to enjoy all the suppliers that we have gone out as a 7-decade-old insurance company and have negotiated discounts, special prices, special account managers, services, and all sorts of packages with. You get to use all of them every month for 299 Rand. If you want to use them, you simply go to our website, you log in, you click Wealth Points product, and it lists the suppliers and tells you for each one exactly what you need to do if you want to use those suppliers and what they offer. Some people get confused and think they get discounts from all of them. No. Some you get discounts, some you get special services, things you couldn't get as individuals. Go and look at the suppliers and know how you can use them. We've got retail stores, data suppliers, motor manufacturers, entertainers, gyms, travel agents. We've got everything in there. You can completely economize your monthly expenditure through this product. We love it. It's not an insurance product. It's our non-insurance, non-financial product, and we think it gives tremendous benefit very quickly to our people. Now, people ask me the question, great, now how does this work into the mathematics of this business? Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the traditional space of insurance and banking, what do we do to get you to connect with us? We run adverts everywhere. If you own a TV right now, all you see are clientele adverts, don't you? From 5 o'clock in the morning until midnight at night, every second advert's a clientele advert. This is how we advertise and connect you to us. It costs us as an insurance industry hundreds of millions a month to get you to connect to us via TV, SMS, billboards, radio stations, web advertising, you name it, we do it. Now, how do we pay for that? Well, we build it into your product price, don't we? What you're paying in your banking fees, your funeral cover, your motor insurance, 30 to 50% of it, I know, I used to do the calculations, is for next month's marketing. You're always paying for next month's carte blanche advert, for next month's morning live advert. You're paying for it. Now, here at DuePoint, we've done a similar thing. We've built the price of the system into the products. However, we do zero advertising. We instead use you to go out and connect individuals to us. All right, that's why you'd never heard of us before someone came and told you about us. All right, because we use people to connect people to us. And then what do? Well, then we are left with all that money that we would have spent on SABC, DSTV, Prime Media, all of that. We're left with that money now to reward you for the connection to us here at DuePoint. Now, how do we reward you? Well, we reward you in two ways. The first way is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27 Rand 50 for every product payment made in your channel, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. So, for example, you go out, you chat to a few of your friends. Your friends, some of them catch the vision, the others are stubborn and say no, but some catch the vision and become wealth engineers. They pay for their product, and when they do, you get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product, not person, for every product that the person pays every month that they pay it on our automatic debit order system. All right, great. That means that some of these individuals can take more than one product. If they take 2, it's 110 Rand. If they take 3, it's 165 Rand. You are now in control of creating your own income with DuePoint. These folk go out, they chat to a few more of their friends. Some become wealth engineers, and when they do and they pay for their product, again, you get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%. 55 Rand. This is 21st century money. It's not 1 Rand, it's not 12 Rand, it's not 5 Rand. We've seen all of these things. And it's not one-off amounts. I hear that too. No, but I get 450 Rand for a product I sell. Yes, when you sell the product. And it's a 5,000 Rand vacuum cleaner. How many of those are you going to sell? Here it's 55 Rand for every one of our products every month going forward as long as they are paid. Now, folks, you've been here in this particular example a few minutes. You've put a handful of people into your channel, and you are now earning an extra 1,000 Rand a month. It's 12,000 Rand a year that you've added to your household income. No one at DuePoint quits their jobs. No, this is added to your life. This is an extra 1,000 Rand a month you are now getting. Now, if you put a little bit more time and effort into the construction of your channel, you will continue to earn, but on a reducing basis down to the 8th point. But from the 8th point on, you have unlimited potential in your earnings. As long as you qualify to earn, you will earn from product payments on every point in your channel. That means you can build a channel that's 25 points big. You can hand it over one day to your children. They can build it to 50 points big, and they will earn on every point that they qualified on to earn on. How do you qualify to earn in our system? Well, you go to YouTube, you watch our 6-minute long video. That's how complicated our system is. It takes me 6 minutes to explain it to you. Watch that and you will understand how we have created generational legacy here. Not just wealth for you, but wealth for the generations that come after you as well. Now, what does that translate into? What's the rands and cents on the ground? Well, it's difficult to tell because every one of you is going to build at a different rate and in a different manner. So we've done some average calculations. We've pulled 2 decades of data, and we've worked out a growth formula that we think is reasonable and conservative. We call it the 3+2 growth formula. It says that you join us and you do just 3 people in your first month. You find and connect 3 people to us in your first month. We don't think that's a big ask. We think that's quite conservative. You've got 4 weeks to find 3 people. Then every month thereafter, you connect 2 people. You put 2 people on your first point in your channel with us every month thereafter. It's 1 every 14 days. All right, we think that you can do that. Unfortunately, you have to do it every month. You've got to be persistent. You've got to be continuous in your growth of your wealth with us at DuePoint. +2 every month. But if you can do that, and we apply all of our maths to it, lapses, cancellation rates, all of that sort of jazz, we know that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be earning around 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year that you have created for yourself in 6 months of adding 3 people, +2, +2, +2, and just getting your guys, as many as you can, to do the same thing. 2,500 Rand a month after 6 months. After 12 months with us, that will have risen to 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. 120,000 Rand a year that you have added to your household. What does an extra 10,000 Rand a month give you? It's kids at private schools, it's paying off bonds, it's settling debts. It is certainly relief for the average South African at 10,000 Rand a month. That's 1 year from now. Can you pursue 1 year of creating a new habit? Well, that's the big question mark always. See, it's easy for me to show you the numbers on the screen. I'm going to show you some more in a moment. But the question is, can you do this consistently every month going forward? I leave that question with you. There are people doing it, thousands doing it at DuePoint. Will you become one of them? Well, that's your question to answer. If you can, and you can push through to a second year with us, that money rises from 9,000 Rand to 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. 27,000 to 30,000 Rand is more than the average person is ever going to earn in South Africa. You've done that in 2 years. You'll notice how different we are from Facebook, where these things that blow in from offshore come and land. You know, they land in Facebook. They have a landing page in Facebook. And they land there and they say, we'll make you 100,000 Rand a month in 3 months. All you've got to do is put 30,000 Rand in. You've heard these things, huh? Yeah. You'll notice that that's not what we do here. We say it's going to take you 2 years, 2 full years, not 24 weeks, not 24 days, 24 months to get to 30,000 Rand a month. But how many years have you spent in your employment? How many years? 5, 10, 15, 20? Has it got you to 27,000 Rand a month in all that time? How come you're going to go back there after this? I know you are. You're all going back there. You'll smile. You'll do the work. You'll say, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What would you like me to do? You know, you're going to do this. You're not going to have a meeting with your boss and say, you know what, I've been here 15 years. I need 50,000 Rand a month. You're not going to make that statement, are you? No. But many people will say, I'm unwilling to put 2 years into DuePoint to completely change my financial future. Nobody can explain to me why. Nobody. If you're here with us for 3 years, that 27 grows to 45,000 Rand a month. If you're here for 4 years, it grows to 60,000 Rand a month. And if you're here for 5 years, it grows to 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. 5 years of labor, 1 person every 14 days. 5 years of labor with us, and you're now earning R1 million a year. You're part of the 0.5% who do in South Africa. You have a close personal relationship with SARS. They have you on speed dial. But your wealth and economic future is now completely different from where you are now. You need to ask yourself the question, what options have you got right now? You've got your job and if you can tell me another option that will build a lifetime wealth like this, I want you to let me know because I'd like to do it too. I do know, though, that we do not have these other options. Otherwise, we'd all be doing them already. In South Africa, we believe that we have created probably the only genuine lifetime wealth creation system in South Africa today. Is it working? Is it working with real people, not just in maths? Yeah, for sure. We put people on the stage every month, just ordinary people. We don't put any of our high flyers up. We just put ordinary people who pick this tool up and do some work with it. And we see, is it working around the maths for us? Well, here's Bridget and George Buerta from Port Elizabeth. They, as far as I know, have never been to our office, not ever. They use all of our online tools and have built this thing completely remotely. They are part of our 1+1 club. I tease them about it. They're coming up on 70 now. They don't have a lot of energy, and so they're doing just one person a month. And having done that for a year, they are now earning 5,500 Rand a month every month from DuePoint. This is pension money. You know what the national pension is right now? It's 1,800 Rand a month. Well, they now get 1,800 Rand a month plus 5,500. It's an extra 60 to 70,000 Rand a year. They are very happy. They don't care that they didn't make the 10,000 Rand after a year, because they made 5,500 Rand. In the time that they've been with us from scratch to now, they've got an extra 33,000 Rand out of just the work they've done for DuePoint. Then we've got Zacchaeus. He's in Nelspruit. Now, Zacchaeus has been with us for about 7 months when we pulled these numbers, but I understand that he only really did anything from about Christmas this year, so call it 3.5 months. And in the 3.5 months that he's been with us, he's created a channel worth 7,500 Rand. Now, hang on a second. My math said it would take 6 months to get to 2,500 Rand a month. How did he get to 7.5 in 3.5 months? He obviously didn't see my presentation. The tool is yours. You will use the tool, and you will decide how you want the tool to respond to you. You are completely independent of us. Here's Roloff and Marsha. Roloff and Marsha have been with us for 2 years. What does this look like in 2 years? I said 27 to 30,000 Rand. Do you remember that? After 2 years. Well, they're on 33,914. It appears that my mathematics is working. On the ground, ladies and gentlemen, you will find thousands of people working and building their wealth at DuePoint through our returns program. Go to our YouTube channel and watch their testimonies. We've only got a sample of them on YouTube. I couldn't put all the thousands on the stage, but there's a sample showing you people earning a couple hundred Rand a month, some earning a couple thousand Rand a month, some earning 10, 20, 30,000, and some earning 60, 70, 80, 100,000 a month. It is up to you what you do with our tool here at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is DuePoint. From top to bottom, everything you need to know. People say to us afterwards, I need to go and do some more research. You'll find your research very disappointing, because I told you everything this morning. Everything about DuePoint and Constantia is online. Go and find it there. Do all the research you want to do. But know that what we're doing here is creating wealth for South Africans at no cost to them other than their time. If you want to become a wealth engineer today, it's very simple. You go to our website, DuePoint.net, you click the apply button, fill out the form. Without a single cent having parted from your hands, you are now a wealth engineer. And you can start from this very moment forward building your channel and your wealth with us here. Guys, if you're serious about this business, get the tools. They make you money, they don't make me money, I promise you. 170 Rand gets you the USB stick with our presentation on it. If you battle with data, this is the answer to your data question. Get the backup batteries. I know your phones are always half dead. We know this. People come to us all the time for a charger. Now, when somebody's trying to fill the application form out on your phone and it dies, that's bad for your business. Get the backup battery so that your phone never dies. Get our business cards. We custom make them for you. It's a 5,000 Rand set that you pay 645 Rand for, because we have leverage in the economy as a 7-decade-old insurance company. You get 500 cards from a set that would have cost you 5,000 Rand for 645 Rand with us. Go and get the tools. We've got iPad and tablet covers. We've got all sorts of things. The prices are on the counter and you can see them in the cabinet, or order them at info@DuePoint.net. Get the tools if you want to get serious about this business. Guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's one of our #1 forms of communication with you. It's free to subscribe, and you'll always know when we're live because your phone will tell you. Make sure, whoopsies, before I get ahead of myself there, make sure you download our free app on your phone or on your tablet. Okay, it plugs you into your channel. You know what's going on there in real time. You can see your channel moving. Your training is on there, and I beg you to watch the training, simply click the tools button, watch the videos, and you'll learn how to do this business. And your personal details and your product documents are on our app, which means wherever you are, anytime into the future, you're 2 clicks away from seeing your policy document, your investment mandates, your WealthPoint buyers program. Everything is in that app. Make sure you download it. It's free on the app stores for you now. Guys, we've introduced some new technology. If you haven't got the app already, please get it, because we're going to be communicating more and more with you through our notification system, and you're going to need that. It's got our live stream links and all of that sort of jazz in it. We're going to be phasing out our SMSs, so make sure you are using the app. Now, guys, to get you started in this business, we run what we call monthly wealth quests. The wealth quests are designed to really get you going, to build good foundations in your channels. Each month they're different. They've got different criteria, and everybody who completes those criteria every month are rewarded with tools. Tools we're now going to help you. Tools that you can create a toolkit with here at DuePoint. You get to pick what it is most months. This month, if you're able to find 2 people between the ages of 18 and 29, get them in our business, get them qualified. How do you get people qualified? Remember the 6-minute video? I'm going to give you the 6-second version now. They have to have 3 people. There we go. I've just explained the entire DuePoint system to you in 3 fingers. All right? If you can find 2 people and they can find 3 people and get all paid by the end of this month, you have conquered the Young Guns Challenge and can pick from 5,000 rands cash, a large LED screen, not for watching movies on. Hey? This is for watching the DuePoint presentation on. Or your very own Apple iPad, not a Samsung or a real Apple iPad. All right, then you peel out of the plastic yourself. What do you got to do? Find 2 under 29 or under 30, get them in and paid and qualified by the end of the month. All right, I think you can do that. We've got plenty of time, even for new folks. Rank 4s and above, we've got the 90-day challenge going on. 31st of May, you need to have 5 rank 2s that are new in your channel, and if you do, you're going to be rewarded with 25,000 rand in cash. That really sounds like it's worth the effort, 25,000 rand in cash. Guys, we know that not all of you know how to do this, so we teach you. We teach you through our XP Rewards training program. As you complete steps in our program, we reward you with what's called experience points. So down here, you'll see them a bit clearer down there. Experience points accumulate as you progress through the training program, and they measure your experience and maturity in our system. They're not worth anything. They're not worth rands and cents other than a measure of your progress in our system. As you progress, naturally, your channel's going to grow. And where your channel grows and you meet the criteria of size and experience, well, we rank you up. And when we rank you up in the system, we reward you. It's the second way that we reward you. Now, folks, the returns program that I told you about earlier is the reason why you join DuePoint. It is the long-term wealth that we create. But because we know that this is not easy business, not easy to get people to build into your channels, we know you're going to have to work hard. We reward you along the way with milestone goals and rewards to keep you motivated. As you rank up in the beginning, we reward you with a little bit of cash. When you get a little bit more experience and mature, the cash gets more serious. As you reach rank 5, we start to give you tools that are going to help you accelerate the growth of your channel. At rank 5, we give you an imported lightning memory stick from the United States. It comes with our presentations and downloads and testimonies on it. And it means that anywhere, anytime, you can be connecting people to DuePoint. At rank 7, we give you a set of business cards that we import for you from overseas worth 12,500 rand. They are actually gold gilded. That's not print. That's not my gold cokie from my drawer in my office. That's actually gold gilding on imported paper that we make custom for you. Look at them. They look like gold bars, do they not? Because they actually are. You get this, the finest set of business cards in the country. When you hand these out, people will connect to DuePoint. And then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, every year that you do, we take you and your family away on a 5-star business class, all expenses paid trip for the rest of your life. Now, rank 9 is a long way from rank 0 where you are right now. If you do 3 plus 2, it's going to take you 19 months. Now, this is always such. I was talking to a young lady last night who said, I was coming to the presentation last night so excited. And then you told me it was going to take me 19 months to get to rank 9. But at least now I know the reality. And folks, that's the reality. There is no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. Here at DuePoint, we take time to get there. But what is 18 months if you know that after 18 months, you will go away every December with us, with your family, every year that you maintain your channel size with us? What is 18 months? So, for those of you who decide you can put the time in, you can put the effort in, your holidays in December will look like this going forward.
All right, we go there every year. We're going again at the end of this year. You can see I'll be there. Will you be there? We've got enough time, 9 months. The record to rank 9 is 5 months, incidentally. This chap over here did it, yeah? 5 months to rank 9. You can get there if you want. It just depends on how much time and effort you are going to put into this tool. But on average, you should expect 18 to 19 months. That's all right. When you get there, it's you and your family, all expenses paid. Rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. We don't rent it to you or finance it to you. You don't get it all covered in branding. And we don't give it to you and then take it away. Heard all these systems before. No. We give you the car and you will build your freedom with that car here with us at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I think you can see that we are very, very serious about what we are doing here at DuePoint. We have put tens of millions of rands worth of capital into the system, and we are determined to be part of the economic solution in South Africa. We don't believe that someone's coming to our rescue. We believe that we have to come to our own rescue in South Africa. All of us on the ground here with us at DuePoint. If you want to pick this tool up but you've got some questions and concerns, no problem. Ask the people who brought you here or come and ask me and my staff. Don't walk away today without this tool in your hands. The tool that we believe can change your economic future forever. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live today.